Okay, hello everybody. So I'm coming back. I'm going to post a couple of videos that's been heavy on my mind about this nursing world, travel nursing, and it's something that has to be said because I don't see other YouTubers, travel nurses talking about it. Okay, it's mainly LPNs. I don't know if y'all out there or anything like that, but I think y'all should definitely start YouTubing more and speaking about it. Why are we normalizing 48-hour work weeks? I've literally formulated a list of agencies. And I put this list on my laptop. The list gets added every single day because I check all of my social media platforms, YouTube, TikTok, all of that. I use everything knowledge that I get and I put it on my laptop because I'm trying to get to the bag. I'm trying to get to the next level in my life, So I put in resumes, just about all of them, because it's really extensive, to every one of these agencies. I check these agencies almost morning, afternoon, night, and the middle of the night, because that's just how dedicated I am to getting a bag this season and next season. I have to get in and get out this game. One thing that I've noticed about just about every agency that I've looked into is that it's been 48-hour work weeks. And I am not understanding because this was not a thing pre-COVID. Okay? Pre-COVID, 36 hours, 48-hour work weeks, right? So when I look on here and they'll say, okay, well, this is for crisis. All right, cool, crisis, but the rates do not reflect crisis. You got COVID positive patients in the room or in the building. Those prices need to go up, okay? You are not about to work me an extra 12 more hours for that rate, right? I probably put 20 agencies on this list, y'all. I'm sorry if the light... I've put about 20 agencies on this list. Now, I'm trying to figure out where the LPNs stand on this. And I'm going to do a second video on how LPNs are coming last on COVID crisis contracts, right? It's going to be good, right? I've only came up with 4 pay packages for LPNs that have been significantly high, better than the standard. But they were asking, 1, for 48-hour work weeks. And then 2, they got it in a place where it's a high cost of living. Like Miami, for 1. I'm not going to Miami. I'm not going to California for those rates. You got to double those rates to make it in those places. So if you a LPN or whatever that your credentials is, look at that pay package. Yeah, it may be good, but can you afford to stay there? Think about it. Can you afford to stay there? So there was about 4 good rates that I seen for LPNs. And it was 24 hours ago, I found one that was, I swear I thought I almost hit the lottery with this one, right? Almost. It was the one that made me lean forward in my laptop like, this is worth leaving my job. Then I started reading it, and it said 48 hours, 13-week contract. I said, listen, I understand why they might want to still do 13 weeks with everybody because you want to keep retraining. But it's obvious that y'all are trying to keep nurses here and secure them in that contract when the rates shoot up during a contract. I'm not dedicated to 13 weeks. At all. I'm really not. I'm not dedicated to 13 weeks. I've only picked up this 13 weeks that I have now at an outpatient clinic because 1, I'm not on the floor. I'm not hurting my back. I'm not lifting nobody. It's an 8-hour work week. I have my weekends off. I have my holidays off. And I actually work with good people. Okay? But like I said, that rate doubles once I go back on the floor. There's no way in hell I'm not getting back on the floor without some money. I'm about to come with a bag, right? So back to what I was saying, I found a rate damn good, okay? But what made me back off was the 48 hours. So I said, let me get out my handy dandy notebook. Let me go find out what they're paying the RNs for the same hospital, and same location, everything, because I knew what this hospital was. I used to actually do my clinicals there. You know, I've done some work with this hospital, so I know how they operate. They do take LPNs. LPNs can do IVs. They certify them, and they do all of that stuff. The only thing is just the blood, but still, you monitor the blood. You just have to check off with the RN. That's known. But the LPNs there, they do everything, especially on the med surg floor. So I knew what this was. I know my credentials matched this place. Had the experience. Then I looked what they was paying for the RN. The RN was damn near triple for 48 hours. And it was still good even at a 36-hour rate, right? But you want to make a LPN grovel for 48 hours for this. Compared to what you paying for the RN. Now, this is not no shade or anything like that. I do think the RNs deserve what they're getting paid. But there's this huge gap. There's this huge gap between the LPNs when you're doing the same thing. I'm not understanding. I know this hospital. The only difference is what? The admissions. Even then, when I was doing my clinicals, I even seen the LPNs do that. The RNs barely did anything. The difference was just the blood. That was it. Okay? LPNs was running circles around this place. Okay? And this is a good hospital. They hired them. But like I said, remember back when I told you how much that I made as an LPN? And I said there was a hospital that called me offering something as low as $16. It was this hospital. They got several different places in different states and stuff like that. It wasn't the one back in Oklahoma. But this one, they offering a higher pay package for travelers, right? So I was like, shit, this sounds like we're working with something. But I said, I had to weigh my pros and cons. I was like, working extra 12 hours, become overly exhausted because I have to commit to this 13 weeks. If I don't commit to this 13 weeks, it's a possibility that I can become DNR from this place, right? And DNR means that they can, they can never give you a contract again, okay? And this place, it's like a chain hospital. Like, if one DNRs you at this hospital, you might as well never think about getting a job anywhere else, okay? But that's completely up to you, because at the end of the day, nurses have options. But it's like, do you really want to mess up that little relationship that y'all have, especially if it's a pretty decent hospital? But like I said before, I seen this one contract that was top notch, but I was like, I don't think I'm willing to work an extra 12 hours for that. I said, you know what? I was thinking about putting my resume in just to negotiate that price if I was to get it, just to negotiate and see if they can haggle. And I settled on an extra $400 if she or he, whomever the recruiter, can give me that. I'd pack my things, put it in the back of this car, and I'd be on my way to that assignment. But I was like, you know what? Something in my gut is telling me that these rates is about to go up in the fall. As soon as my contract ends around October, but something's gonna tell me that these rates is gonna go back up, and now I'm gonna be in a contract that I'm like, dang, everybody else making more money than me. I'm not having it. So how I'm saying this is, I need y'all really to stop. I need y'all to really stop getting adjusted to these 48-hour work weeks, because they're essentially lowballing you. They lowballing the hell out of everybody with that. I seen something so messed up. It's not mine. I seen something for $1,900 for 48 hours. I seen an RN pay package for $2,300 for 48 hours. No, ma'am. No. That's barely even a 36 hours. I'm telling you that right now. I don't know y'all living situation, y'all finances and stuff like that, because I know there's gonna be one nurse who gonna take that rate, because I mean, whatever your situation is, but I'm telling you, once you get into it, you're gonna realize, oh, I've been played. Now I'm burnt out after my 13-week contract. I picked up this little crappy assignment and shit, but they made more money off of me, because you find out that they bill rate is probably dang near triple of what they paid you. Yeah, you gotta play. You gotta play. I just don't understand it. Like, this is not normal to me. This is not normal. 48 hours. Like, I should be able to pick up a contract 36 to 40 and pick up an extra shift if I want to. It's like these places are now demanding that you work 48 hours. You not offering no 10K, no 8K, none of that stuff. Yeah, no. It's not working out. That's why I said I just don't understand. I don't understand. But there's gonna be that one nurse who takes it anyway. That's why I said nurses in general don't have any unity. They don't know common sense sometimes. It is what it is, because they'll find the next person to lowball, and that's just how it is. But I just think that's a PSA. Before you sign that contract, do you really want to commit to 4 days a week, 3 days off and everything for chump change? Nah, cool. My health is better than that.